Hello and welcome. Today I will be demonstrating how to find non-commentary reference materials like encyclopedias and concordances for biblical studies. All of these materials are physical and can be accessed on the third floor of Kivet in the Theological Reference Collection, but cannot be checked out. Beginning on the home page, we'll go to this box labeled Research Guides. Research guides are a great way to find subject-specific information. We'll find this guide under either Christian Studies or Divinity, labeled Biblical Studies Resources. And once you click that, it starts off with a page that's focused on commentaries. However, we have all these tabs for different options. So dictionaries you might be more familiar with. It's going to be focusing on defining terms, but in these cases, they're going to be focused on the theological and religious studies versions of the terms, especially biblical terms. So we have these one-volume dictionaries, which are looking at a whole picture of the Bible and the terms used. And then we have multi-volume dictionaries, and those are going to break down into a little more depth, and in some cases, like this Theological Dictionary of the Old Testament, will focus only on one specific part of the Bible. If you were to want to find one of these, you can click the headings, they're all linked, and it gives you the citation information and where the item is. So here you can see there are 6 copies of this particular dictionary because those are all the volumes, and they're all on the third floor. They're for library use only, but you can still find what place they're in, and this will help you when you're navigating the Theological Reference Collection. You can also check your request options by signing in, and from there you can select this request options form. Because these are dictionaries and other reference materials, you could just have an entry scanned to you. So you would select this scan and send chapter or commentary section, and then type in what entry or what term you're looking for, and it can be emailed to you, which is great from an online perspective. So if we were to go back to the regular page, that's an overview of dictionaries. However, everything I showed you with clicking on them and requesting options is available with all of these resources. So, moving on to concordances. Concordances are a little less familiar to some people than dictionaries. Instead of terms and their definition, it's going to look at a term and how often it comes up in a word. And these terms are going to be organized under how often it's showing up in the original Greek or Hebrew, rather than simply English, because sometimes those words are being translated a little differently per version, so that gives you a better idea of the standards. Now, moving into the standard lexica section, these are lexicons for Hebrew in the Old Testament and Greek in the New Testament, respectively. These are great for language courses and also for exegesis work. If you are trying to understand what the word you're searching for translates for literally, you can use this and the concordances together to begin seeing how often that word is being used and what other parts of the Bible might be using it and how they're using it. Moving into our final resources, this Other Resources tab, when you click it, will first give you databases. Atla is a great one for finding journal articles. And then there's also this opportunity for audiovisual resources, which are mostly historical, but are going to be looking at religion in a historical context. Overall, there are a lot of reference materials and just other materials that can help you in your studies. And if you need further help, you can go to this Ask bubble in the corner. This will give you information on the librarian on call and what options we have. Or you can go to Consult a Librarian and then choose either Christian Studies or Divinity and bring up the Divinity librarian's information and ask them directly. Thank you so much. Have a great day.